Just doing a kind of quick, probably about 10, 12 minute. The generator's gonna go on in 12 minutes. Gum chewing channel update, whispering. I'm also using this as a vid because I've said in past vids that this is kind of part of the update that I lose. I'll just go out of a whisper in videos, and I've been doing it for a bit, and I don't even realize I'm doing it sometimes. So I'm trying to be a little more conscious and aware of the whispering and knowing I'm whispering and keeping it at a whisper for a full video. So I'll use this kind of as a practice one again to try to get it into a rhythm. It's not even like I'm doing it on purpose, it just happens. But this will be a little test run if I can hold it for 10 to 12 minutes while being aware immediately if I break out of a whisper. That requests, I'm really going to pull back from the requests. I know I say this from time to time, and I've done a few recently, but I don't put requests anymore because I feel like when I do more come in, and it's not that I don't mind doing them. I think I have a request playlist, and it's like, I don't know how many it is, 100, maybe more. Let me look and see real quick what my request playlist. The last few I haven't put into requests because, like I said, I'm not putting requests in the title, even though. And some of them are kind of partial requests where, like, I have them, a video in mind, and then someone asks for it, and it's kind of like, well, I was doing it anyway. And then if they have something they like, I'll throw it in, type of situation. But where are the playlists? I have a lot of playlists. So if you're looking for specific videos like show and tells, tappings, role plays, drink reviews, video game pickups, eating foreign snacks, sports rambles, barbershop role plays has its own one because I've done a ton of those. 256 are in my request thing, so it's not like I haven't done them. But I feel like I start to get overwhelmed with them, and then I always feel bad when I can't do them. I forget about some. I don't do them, and it's just like, you know what? I need to pull away from the requests, at least for a bit. And then maybe if I go a while and I come back, maybe I'll start to do them and throw requests back in the title. I'll see, though. But for now, if you can remember and you watch this, that's a problem. If you don't watch all my videos, you're not going to see it, and then you're going to ask for something. And then I'll just respond with I'm not doing requests at the moment. But that was another part of it. Third one I'm going to be doing, at least I hope to. I popped out 3 role plays in a pretty tight window. I plan on doing more role plays moving forward. I used to do a lot more role plays on my channel. I think I might have done like 11 in a row at one point, which I'm not doing that, but I did the 2 shady ones, and then I did the cranial nerve exam. So that's 3 right there in the last, like, probably less than 2 weeks. Let me check that as well. Admittedly, for me, it's hard to get into the roleplay groove, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, my last 10 videos, I've had 3 role plays. So that kind of groove, maybe 4 out of 10 would be a role play. One day, another one, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be shady ones because, like I said, shady videos are hit or miss. I thought the Taxman one would do better. The Exchange one didn't do well. I kind of look at my vids like this. When vids don't view well, I'm going to notice it. Now, I'm always going to be doing vids that don't view well. I need to throw up second video, right? Like I plan on doing. I'm filming this today. This video's going up on the 20th, the same day as the word search. The word search to me is not doing well enough. Now, word searches used to do extremely well. Now they don't do as well. I need to follow the patterns of my channel, right? But there are certain things, like case in point, this, let's see. Taxman got decent comments, and the likes were good against the views, which I don't just look at the views. Shady Exchange is just under 100 likes. Didn't view as well as I would have thought. And didn't get a lot of comments. That's the thing for me. If a video doesn't view, especially the more creative ones, roleplays specifically, or like the Wii Remote Symphony, that did some pretty good comments, though, and good likes against its views. If I see a lot of comments coming in, that's what I like to see, right? Especially on the shady videos, like, and roleplays. Like, I like to see more comments, because if it doesn't view as well and I see a lot of comments, I'm like, well, people were into it. I was getting feedback on it. There was interaction back and forth in the comments. I like to see that. Like, case of the Premier Leagues, like, the Premier Leagues to the point where they don't view, nobody comments on them, and the likes are terrible. I think my last one was 58 likes. That's just awful. And it was like 5-6 comments. Now, the Ramble I did with the Premier League, where I went over some of the scores and went over stats and stuff, did much better. Still didn't do great, but it got a lot more comments, more likes, and it still viewed better. So if anything, I'm gonna do Premier League Rambles like every 3-4 weeks, where I go over scores, do stats and stuff. Maybe they're like 40 minutes, an hour. I'd rather do that. Because and it sucks, because I had high hopes with the Premier League stuff, and it started out extremely hot. The NFL recaps do this as well. They start out hot, and they disappear. Like, people are just interested for a few weeks, and it goes away. Then there's kind of spikes later in the season, and the Super Bowl recap always does well. But I need to look at the things, look at the analytics. It doesn't mean I'm not going to do videos that don't view well. It's just I'm not keen on putting up 2 videos a day. Like, it might look like, oh, here's even more content. No, I'm doing that because the video before has viewed poorly, and I'm trying to keep my views. It's the game I'm in. I'm trying to keep my views steady. So typically, if I get a second video up, be it a short or a normal video like this or whatever, I don't want to do 2 videos a day. But if a video's doing well, I don't want, especially coming off the cranial nerve exam, that did gangbusters. 2,000 views in its first day. Great comments. I guess the comments were incredible. It's like 14 or 15 comments. But that's my average. I would love to get more comments on videos. I truly would. But of course, I understand certain videos don't necessarily lend themselves to comment. Like, I get a lot of likes on a lot of my vids, but these are what I think are good. But I understand sometimes certain videos are just not going to draw comments. People might not feel like it's necessary to comment. I understand that. So maybe I can't do that in role plays, but maybe really I'll mention, hey, comment on this. What did you think of this? I don't do enough of that either, admittedly. I don't know. But this is kind of a channel ramble and channel update. And I think I've whispered throughout. I don't think I've broken into soft spoken, but that's kind of the channel update. You're going to see more role plays for a little bit here. I'm going to be more conscious of my whispering in videos and try not to lose it. And somebody commented, oh, can you say if it's soft spoken or not? So when I remember to do that, I will. I did it the other day on one where I said whispering and soft spoken. It might have been the Blu-ray collection video. I'm not sure. I think it was. Because when I go through and check my videos, I don't go through the whole thing. I start at the beginning for like 30 seconds, then I skip to the middle just to make sure it sounds right. Because like I said, I'm not editing. The only reason that Netflix video got edited, because there was 3 copyright hits on it. And all I had to do was trim the content, and YouTube did it itself. I didn't have to do it. So I was like, all right, you fix that, YouTube. You're complaining about it. It was weird. It was for the Ghostbusters 2016 Halo show, and that other one with Julia Roberts, that End of the World one that takes place on Long Island. But I feel like I might have showed them in previous Netflix vids and nothing happened, so whatever. Not a big deal if they want to go ahead. And all I need to do is hit trim that content, and they're going to do it. Great. You go ahead and do that. Because I was like, this is like a 28-something minute video. I don't want to redo this. I don't, I'd have to look and be like, okay, avoid those. Anyway, just a channel update. Gum chewing channel update. Whispering channel update where I'm trying to keep the whisper the whole way. I went 11 minutes here with the whisper. I'm going to end it right as that thing starts to kick on the generator, but I have nothing else to say here. Update on requests, update on roleplays, update on trying to be more conscious of my whispering and keep it steady. Like I said, for some reason I break out of it. I have this going for a little bit, but it just downpoured here today as well. I didn't want to do it. It was heavy downpour. All of a sudden these ominous clouds came in. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, plenty more to come as always. But yeah, thanks for checking this out, and have a good day. Didn't go on just yet. It's 11. Sometimes we'll go on 11:01. I'm not gonna wait for it. But anyway, today is Friday.